Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Morning. So lovely to be here with you on this beautiful morning. My name is Andrea, and we are going to practice some mindfulness together this morning. I have selected some very simple exercises for you because my hope is always that after facilitating these classes and after practicing together, to provide you with some very easy to use tools that you can just integrate into your daily life. It doesn't mean that you have to sit down for 20 minutes and and focus on the breathing and meditating, because when we're really honest, it's very hard for most of us, or we don't just have the time to do so. So that's why I like to break things up in little chunks, and I like variety because we're all different. It's easier for some to focus on the breathing. It's easier for some to focus on visualizations. It's easier some to focus on sound. So my invitation for you today and our time together here is, just to pick and choose what works for you, what resonates for you, and to make it your own. I am going to guide you to give you a direction, but I always say there's no right way or wrong way. There's only your way. So if you cannot follow me, or if you feel like you want to do things, the exercises differently to make them more comfortable for you, then that is absolutely okay. I give you sort of quote unquote permission, because sometimes it helps to hear that, especially, when people have perfectionistic tendencies, and I'm just speaking from my own experience, so that we can become fully present, because the idea is, of mindfulness is to become present. And it's about the ability for us to respond to whatever life is, handing us, or sometimes even throwing our way. And that's why I would like to start now with the first exercise, which is the stop exercise. We all know stop signs. We all encounter stop signs every day. I like to use them as mindfulness reminders and as check-in points, those 2-3 seconds that we stop at the sign, just, to take an opportunity to, again, that's what the S stands for, to stop. Then the T, to take a breath, the O, to observe, and then the P, to proceed. And let's just do this right now, just for a few moments. If you like, you can close your eyes. Maybe visualize a stop sign in front of you. Using this opportunity to take a breath, to observe maybe where that breath is traveling. Are you inhaling through your nose? Are you inhaling through your mouth? Is the inhale longer than the exhale? Or the exhale longer than the inhale? Let's just observe for a moment. And before we proceed, just take a moment, to take our thoughts that, of course, when we try to slow down, that's usually what happens. Thoughts like to stream in because they want to make sure that they are heard. and that things are not forgotten. I'm sure there are very long to-do lists, and I'm sure you have plans for today and for the rest of the week. But for now, I invite you to take each thought one by one, put them in a nice little package. And if you so choose, maybe add a nice little bow tie on top of the package. And put the package on your back seat, on the back seat of your car for now. Because we need just to give, our thoughts and our ideas and our to-dos a place somewhere to rest now. I like to call it parking, to park them somewhere safe, in the back of your seat, so that they're still there and that you will get to them later, but not now. Because until 10 o'clock, this time is for you. This time is for you to become present, to refill your cup, set a tone for the day, set a tone for the week. And just knowing that whenever a thought, an idea, or something pops into your head, it's not something that you need to act on now. Put it in a nice little package. If you like, put a bow on it. Park it in the back of your car. And after you've done this, you can slowly begin to open your eyes, because we are going now to our next exercise where we are engaging our 5 senses. 5 senses to anchor ourselves in the here and now. And we will start with, 5 things that you can see. So just look around your environment where you are right now. And just, notice 5 things that catch your eye. Ideally, not the screen, but, in your surrounding and where you are. And just notice 5 things that you see. After identifying those 5 things that you see, we are going now to engage our sense of touch. So what are 4 things, 4 different kinds of textures, to make it a little bit more challenging, that you can touch right now in your immediate environment, but also, your clothes or your body. I'm just going to give you 4 moments. Maybe, wherever your hands are now, maybe you like to rest them there for a moment or 2. And just, feeling the texture. And as you feel the texture, notice, how the surface or the texture is feeling under your palms. And then from your palms, bringing your focus and your attention to the back of your hands, noticing the difference in temperature between the texture or the surface under your hand. And then how the back of your hand feels. And maybe you can even feel the air move. And now focusing now on sound. What are 3 different sounds that you're hearing in your immediate environment? And my voice is not one of them. And after you identified those 3 sounds, let's go and engage our sense of smell. So where you are right now, what 2 different kinds of smells can you, or scents, can you detect? And then finally, your sense of taste. What is the one taste that you can identify now in your mouth? And then letting go of these senses and bringing your focus now to your feet. Just notice how your feet are feeling on the ground. Maybe if you're barefoot, you can connect with the texture of the surface of your flooring. Very slowly and gently directing your attention to your right foot. If you like, you can close your eyes like I do. It just helps me to tune in a little bit more and to focus a little bit more, but you can also choose, if you'd like to keep your eyes open, you can also choose a focus point, about 3 feet in front of you, where you can rest your gaze. And as you now bring your attention back to your right foot, and just notice the connection of your right foot with the ground, and in particular, your right heel. Feel the connection between the right heel and the ground. And as you slowly and gently direct your attention to your right big toe, feeling the connection between the right big toe and the floor and the ground, how it's resting there as you're anchoring yourself for your practice this morning. And then bringing your focus and attention to your right little toe and feeling that connection to the ground, to the floor. Taking a moment now to connect the right heel with the right big toe and the right little toe, forming a little triangle. And these are your anchor points that connect you to the ground and to the floor right now. Taking a moment now to bring your attention to your left foot and how your left foot is connected to the ground and to the floor. Taking a moment to notice the texture of the surface underneath, maybe your floor, maybe your shoe. Bringing your attention now to your left heel, how it is connecting you to the ground. Bringing your attention now to your left little toe and how your left little toe is now connecting you to the ground. And from there, bringing your attention to your left big toe. Feeling your connection to the ground. Connecting these 3 anchor points on your left foot, anchoring yourself in the here and now. Allowing your awareness now to travel to your shins. And just taking a moment to feel the fabric of your clothing there, or the air or the temperature. Bringing your attention from your shins to your calves, repeating the same thing, feeling either the texture of your clothing or the temperature or the air. Bringing your focus to your knees. Again, noticing the texture of your clothing or the temperature or the air. Directing your attention now to your glutes, how they are supporting you as you're seated. Maybe if you haven't done so already, placing your hands on your thighs, palms facing upwards or downwards, whatever feels most comfortable and natural to you. Taking a moment again to notice the difference in temperature between the back of your palm and the back of your hand. Noticing how the skin is touching the surface of your thigh. fabric to skin, or maybe skin to skin if you're wearing shorts. I'm just allowing the shoulders now to drop a little bit more. Allowing them to hang loosely, being supported by your rib cage. Like a coat on a coat rack, just hanging there. Without any muscular tension or any effort to hold things in place, to keep things together. Just allowing them to be still and to rest. I'm just taking a moment now to check in with your jaw. And just notice what happens if you open your mouth just a little bit so that you have a little bit of space between the back of your teeth. And as you do so, allowing your neck and your jaw muscles to relax, allowing more oxygen to flow in. As you now very slowly and gently bring your attention to your breath. The gentle in and out of your cycle. Remembering that every inhale is an invitation to receive oxygen. Energy, life force, support, and every exhale is an invitation to let go, to release, so that you can create more space in your system for all this oxygen and all the support and all this goodness to come in and to flow within you. And that's why I invite you to make your exhales longer than the inhales. And you can use counting as a tool to keep you focused and to support you in this process. You can inhale slowly and deeply to the count of 5, all the way down to your lower belly. And then exhaling to the count of 6 or 7 or more. And just find your own rhythm as you're inhaling slowly and deeply to the count of 5. Inhaling through your nose and the air is traveling down your throat, into your chest, all the way down into your lower belly. And when the air reaches there, you exhale to the count of 6 or 7 or more. And I invite you to play with this, to find your own rhythm. Inhaling slowly and gently to the count of 5, all the way down to your lower belly. And then exhaling to the count of 6 or 7 or more. And I'm going to turn on some music. we will use this. Just, just give me a few moments as you practice this. Here we go. Let's just focus on the breathing, inhaling gently to 5 and exhaling gently to 6 or 7 or more for the duration of this session. We're going to replace now the numbers with 4 words. I am here now. And as you inhale to I all the way down into your lower belly. Exhaling generously to am. Taking the next inhale to here, all the way down to your belly. And then exhaling to now. Taking this time to listen to the song for a little bit. And just taking a few moments to practice mindful listening. And as we do so, I would like to include the element of touch now. And I invite you to place your hands on your chest if you like. Closing your eyes again. And if it feels right for you, placing your hands on your heart. And just continuing to breathe deeply and relaxing any remaining tension that is in your body. And just inhaling calmness and stillness, and on the exhale, softening whatever needs softening. And as you exhale, feel how you're softening and how any tension or stress is leaving your body. And just notice the gentle touch of your hands on your chest. Noticing the gentle rising and falling of your chest underneath your hands with every breath that you're taking. Noticing the texture of your clothing or of your skin underneath your hands. And just taking a moment to think about how you would like to experience the rest of your day. Which quality would you like to invite in? And once you've identified this quality, you can say to yourself, may I experience, and then insert whatever the quality is. And just repeat this for a few times. May I experience whatever it is that you want to experience today. Maybe for 3 more breaths. And then if you like, letting your hands fall wherever they want to fall. And bringing back some gentle movement by wiggling your fingers and your toes, turning your wrists in and out, turning your shoulders, doing some shoulder rolls if you like. Maybe doing some stretching, whatever feels good for your body. Maybe doing some swaying. Giving yourself this time to transition from the state of being slowly back into the doing. Just taking a few moments also, if you haven't done so already, to open your eyes and to anchor yourself in the here and now again. We will do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise again. Just now with fresh eyes, maybe with a different outlook, finding or identifying 5 things in your environment that you're seeing right now. I'm just noticing if it's the same items, if they look any differently than when I first asked you. Then after you identified those 4 things that you can see, finding again 4 things or 4 different textures and surfaces that you can touch. Gently directing your attention now to 3 different sounds that you're hearing. And again, my voice is not one of them. Gently bringing your attention now to 2 different kinds of smells or scents that you can identify. And then connecting with your sense of taste, feeling what you're tasting right now. And returning to the element of touch, I invite you to identify 1 thing that you can touch on your body so that you can remind yourself to become present again during the day, to remind yourself to return to the being state instead of the doing state. I always like to say we're human beings, not human doings. And what touch does is, and what our bodies do, our bodies are always in the here and now. It's the mind that travels into the past and into the future. And so if you're feeling yourself, getting overwhelmed or spinning or, distressed in any shape or form, just, bring yourself back to your anchor point and just remind yourself that you're right here, right now, to ground yourself back into the present moment.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis from Newark Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.